careless! Serpent of water! Focus!
Now burn!
Let the darkness...
Prepare yourself! Shade luminescence! Gotcha!
Ready? Let the darkness...
Flame on!
Blaze the fight! Ice Reaver! That doesn't work! Alright! Not yet!
Wonderful!
That's the...
Spirit Cage!
First force! Serpent of water!
Storm of Flame surround me!
Open the way!
Soray's not the only one with an eye for treasure.
Do you really think we can get through this way?
Don't worry.
You sound pretty confident. Is it just a hunch?
No. I can feel the wind.
There's nothing in the universe cooler than a secret passageway.
Especially one underground.
Totally! A maze of twisty little passages with exits galore to who knows where!
Like the back of a waterfall, or the bottom of an old abandoned well.
Yes! Nickleo gets it!
Glad someone gets it because I don't.
I don't want to get it.
Boys just love things like this. In this case, I don't know about boys so much as...
Children, right?
Whoa! What the hell?
That's a big shrimp.
A fossil, one hopes.
Holy crap! This thing was alive once?
I want to catch it and fry it.
It looks terrifying. You don't think this is a Hellion?
There are fossilized Hellions? No way!
It's not outside the realm of possibility.
It's not outside the realm of sashimi either.
So which side's the head?
The left?
We can't even tell where the head is? Ugh, this thing's freaktastic.
No matter. A shrimp's head and tail are equally delicious.
I can't even make sense of this thing.
Shrimp. Starts with S. Look it up.
Nickleo, what do you think it means?
The king was handing a sword over. Pretty clear that it was some formal military ceremony. And I imagine the person receiving the sword was a general.
The uniform would suggest a general of the Roland's Empire. It's hard to say exactly when this took place, though.
Whoever he was, he sure looked like a hero.
But what does it mean? It's not like that's a particularly uncommon type of scene, historically speaking.
If we could see more, we might get a better idea as to why this scene showed up.
Do you think there are any more?
I don't know, but let's try to find them. I mean, hidden glimpses of history? How cool is that?
Quite surprising. A shepherd in an age like this.
I think you've surprised us!
My name is Saray, and you are?
I am Syndra, Shepherd Saray. Are you the Seraph of Lastenbell? I once was, yes.
Can we ask you to give your blessing again? There's no seraph enshrined at the sanctuary in Lastenbell, and strange things are happening.
That's of no relation to blessings.
How can you be sure?
Because I have used the bells in the belfry as my vessel.
I see. So the sanctuary in Lastenbell is nothing more than a figurehead.
In any case, it is no longer my concern. I no longer have the capacity to understand humans. Please, leave me be. May we ask you what happened? I'm sorry.
We can't force her to talk.
But something's up. We should do some research.
You're right. Let's go ask people in Lastenbell. They may know something.
Enemy spotted, Lila!
May your knowledge be from you!
Go under!
Crimson Edge! Sweet!
All is done here.
Looks like this Margaret or whatever might know something.
But wasn't she bullied, though? I have a bad feeling about this.
Saray, why don't we take a rest at the inn?
Good idea. That's Margaret's home, besides. Not a lot of clues to her whereabouts.
We know something bad happened.
Maybe Syndra and Margaret had already known each other from before.
So you think Margaret had such strong resonance that she could talk to Seraphim?
Yeah, it's like they were once friends, but
Something happened.
yeah.
All the more reason we need to find and talk with Margaret.
A little girl can't have gone that far away. Let's look for her tomorrow around the city.
A scream?
Right outside!
It's a Rougarou, a hellion that goes berserk when the moon is out.
Could it be behind the murder streak? Huh? It's kind of weak.
Oh! A wolf monster!
She has resonance too? Dang it.
We're going after it. Come on, hurry!
There's two of them? And...
It's eating its own kind?
Give it your all!
Lion? Lila, is this a Rougarou as well?
No, this is a hellion breed wolf. It's a beast turned hellion.
It's agile, but open for attack after it moves.
Yeah! Howling Cyclone! Back off! Sword Flare!
Mortar fire!
Open on!
Power of blood!
Won't lose!
Rain of fire!
Won't lose! This isn't over! It won't end here! We're running through!
Burning shot!
It won't end here!
Fire back!
I won't lose! Burn! What?
What is going on?
Margaret?
You can tell it's really me, even though my mom said I'm a monster.
Of course. I know you're not a monster.
No, but I became one because me and Wiggs got so angry. Wiggs became a super scary monster all of a sudden, and then killed the people in the city. I got really scared, and so I went to go see my mom to get help, but then my mom...
Don't worry. Your mama's gonna come soon.
Really? I'm so happy.
Syndra, I sensed the presence of Hellions, and also a bit of nostalgia.
I can hear Syndra's voice. Wiggs, let's go to the bells. Syndra will be waiting for us.
Margaret. I could have stopped this if I hadn't run away.
Syndra.
All Margaret said was that there isn't a seraph enshrined in the sanctuary.
I see. And so that must have been what led to the bullying.
Yes. In the midst of the intensifying clash between countries, the Church has been disciplining their believers more strictly. It's gotten to a point where they've started to act hostile towards anyone else with conflicting values and beliefs. Even if it is just some child's nonsense.
So that's the reason why you left, out of utter disgust with humans.
Shepherd Saray, please, could you give me just one more chance to protect the city?
I'd like to, but that city is still...
But she's willing to do it, right?
Yes, I won't have people speak of my friend as a liar.
I've always thought that having resonance was a good thing, but I guess that's not always true.
Once you can see with it, your world is never the same again. Depending on how you take it in, you could change for the worse.
In the end, it is what you make of it.
Everyone's got their own values.
But different values bring conflict amongst the people.
Humans and Seraphim effectively live in different worlds. No wonder it's hard to live in harmony with each other.
It's the same for shepherds and humans.
What's important is having the capacity to accept each other's differences.
Right. We're separate beings in the end, after all. Besides, resonance has nothing to do with this anyways. Those bullies are at fault.
So you're willing to accept us then, Rose?
Well, if something is real, it's real. May as well be positive about it.
That's pretty smart of you, especially considering you're Rose.
Yeah, I told you not to talk inside my head!
Why don't you just accept it? It's how we Seraphim are.
Well, I think it's creepy. I'm entitled to my opinion. Wilkus Wilk. Hey, Saray, what does my true name mean?
Oh, it means Rose is Rose.
Rose is Rose. Isn't that kind of lazy?
Is it? I mean, I made it on a whim, but I thought it seemed fitting.
It was an urgent situation, after all.
But Princess Alicia used to be a squire, right? What was her true name?
Melphis Amechia. It means Alicia the Smiling.
Oh, I see. So it's not lazy. You're just being biased.
Huh? How?
My smile is pretty gorgeous too, you know.
Quit it, Rose. You're scaring me.
Rose, that's just how Saray is.
Yeah, I know. Maybe his name should mean Saray is Saray.
Nick Leo! Hey! Lion Tunnel! Burn! Rend the darkness! Focus! Lion Tunnel! Not yet! Well done! Hang on, everyone! Hang on, everyone! Crimson Edge!
I can get changed without making a sound. Enemy spotted, Lila.
Focus! Rend the darkness! Focus! Crimson Edge! Not yet! That's it! Crimson Edge! Not yet! I need a hand! Return aim! Alright! Need that up! Well done! Focus! Burn! Rend the darkness! Crimson Edge! Oh, holy water! Heal our wounds! Crimson Edge! Sword flare! Rend the darkness! Crimson Edge!
Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence!
So is this what grown-ups are really like?
I think we're close to the exit. Probably.
Did you... feel it too?
The wind? I think I kind of did.
Hell yeah, we're home free! Praise the sun! It looks like I spoke too soon. A Hellion!
Griff? What is it doing in a place like this?
Is it bird or beast?
Yeah, the last thing we need is a bunch of flocking griffins.
Rose, a nice young lady really shouldn't.
Come on! I didn't mean it like that!
Choose your birds more carefully.
Sword flare! Get out! Lion Tunnel! Burn! What should I do? Back off! Sword flare! Slice the air! Healing power! Back off! You won't end here! I need a hand! It can't end here. Get who's right for left! Don't crack on the bench! Open the way forward! Now's my chance!
Purgatory effect!
Blue flurry!
Breakthrough!
Blistering bang! Here it comes! Shatter deluge! Break on through!
Burn! Molten wall!
Lion Tunnel!
Pillars of flame!
Howling cyclone! Get out! Back off! Sword flare! Ah! Slice the air! Lion Tunnel!
Break it down!
Won't lose!
Flames of crimson! Energetic ring!
Return the void! Sonic thrust! You know nothing! Multiple currents! Back off! Burn! Ah! Slice the air! Back off!
We mustn't underestimate the malevolence.
You are not ready to command the wind yet.
I hate the wind. Huh?
Edna!
You alright?
I just slipped is all.
Boy, we can't take Lady Edna anywhere, can we?
Lady Meebo is talking.
Enemy spotted, Lila!
I need a hand! Trolls!
Even their weapons are just huge.
That makes them slow to move. Don't get caught by those clods.
Back off! Burn! It can't end here. Sure is dry way out here.
Yeah, it's a remote region like Elysia, but it looks hard to hunt or even farm here.
It amazes me that people can even live in a place like this.
Those humans sure are tougher than they look.
Maybe they have some sort of special local product?
Maybe. Anyway, our next destination is Gadaden.
Are we going in the right direction, Rose?
Yeah. It should be around the edge of this cliffside road. I think we're almost there.
Okay, let's hurry before we get attacked again.
Ready, everyone?
Purity, come
An
on!
aged trench. Like it sounds it's quite old.
I'm getting old just listening to your explanation.
Rend the darkness! Crimson Egg!
We won't lose to you!
Outsiders! Hey, didn't they say in school not to use that word? Oh, oops. Hello.
Hello there!
Is this new-looking building your school?
That's right. The village chief built it. For the future of the village.
A school!
It's a bit plain compared to the rest of the town, don't you think?
Are you kidding? We didn't have anything like this in my village.
We always did want one, though.
I'm Slenge, the chief of this village. What brings you two all the way out to our tiny corner of the continent?
Oh, well, we're looking for...
We're here for work, researching what people eat out on the frontier. Stuff like that.
Your efforts are very much appreciated. Thankfully, our village has been spared the ravages of famine.
In fact, it's even more bountiful than in years past.
And we have the chief to thank for it. If there's anything we can help you with, don't hesitate to ask.
You say that like you own the place.
Seems like a nice village.
Sort of reminds me of Elysia.
Saray.
I know. We'll split up and try and find some clues about the Pope. Dezel, have you found any clues about the Pope yet?
No.
Well, if you do come across anything, let me know.
One thing bothers me. The chief. There was something out of place in his personal effects.
His glasses! Lenses are a precious rarity. They're usually only available to those of nobility or holy orders.
And Slenge only showed up here recently. There's dots there if you want to connect them.
You mean to say the chief is...
I'm just saying the possibility is there. Don't quote me on it.
I'll look further into it. Thank you.
Don't.
Huh?
All I'm saying is there's no need to thank me.
All right. There's a ruin!
Wait!
You think they came here to apprehend the chief?
They better not. Without our chief, Gadaden is doomed.
There's no cause for worry yet. As long as they stay out of the Pure Land, we'll be all right.
Malevolence!
Let's go.
There was malevolence coming from the chief. Why?
I bet we'll find the answer inside that ruin.
Yeah.
A destroyed entrance, huh?
Well, that looks hopeless.
Oh, does it now?
Edna, you could use your powers.
Give it a try.
I certainly might. If you were to ask like so. Lady Edna, please do something about these rocks.
This is no time to be joking around.
Mikleo can't take Lady Edna anywhere, can he?
Oh, are you still hung up on that?
Come on, spit it out. Lady Edna, I beg you to move these rocks which I, the pitiful Meebo, cannot.
Hey, that's longer.
Well, I charge interest.
Edna, I think that's enough teasing for now.
We need you to do something about these rocks, Edna. Please help us.
I didn't mean you.
Maybe not. But I'm as guilty as anyone here of taking you and your powers for granted. Even though I've seen malevolence born from that very mentality. Gratitude is vital in all actions, whether you're worshipping the Seraphim or simply journeying with friends.
Seriously, it's fine. I'll give you my ability, the giant strength.
FYI, Saray doesn't get jokes.
Nice. I'll try breaking down these rocks that the meek and pitiful Meebo couldn't.
Not you too!
He really doesn't get jokes.
What mighty power!
Oh.
What is this place? Some sort of warehouse?
You got that right. For the stuff that's quickly becoming all the rage amongst the nobility these days.
Elixir?
It's fake. But my body feels oddly warm.
That's because it's packed with energy drink garbage. Did I mention this stuff is highly addictive?
Make one sale and we'll race back for more. Pretty devious.
So, is this stuff being sold officially under the authority of the church?
The certificate carries the authentic stamp of the Church of Rollins, but it looks like the sales profits are all going to this village.
So that's what you meant about tracking the flow of money.
If there's someone in Gadaden who can create an official certificate...
It has to be the missing Pope!
That explains the village's mystery funds.
And the malevolence from the chief.
So they're either conspirators or
the chief is the Pope.
You! What are you doing in here?
That has to be...
Howling Daylight!
Could it really be?
The chief?
Do you think a day when Seraphim and humans can coexist will come?
They can't even see us.
But what if they could?
They still can't hear us.
Well, what if they could see and hear us too?
We have different values.
Oh, right.
That's a good point.
It's not the chief?
So you are here to capture the chief! I knew it! I'll die before I allow that!
Enough! What is the meaning of this?
Are you Pope Macedra?
I see you've done your homework.
What would drive you to do such a thing?
I would ask the same. I never desired the title of Pope. So then, why must I continue to perform its functions? I originally joined the Holy Order in order to give a small blessing, a glimmer of hope, to my family and those around me. But that is all.
But there are so many who cherish you. Sergei and the rest of the knights, and...
I know that! That's why I worked so hard. I did all I could. I toiled for years and years with no self-regard for the sake of everyone. And then... I took a look around me, and there was no trace of my family left behind. They had scorned me as a man with no regard for his household. What was it all for? What fruits had I to show for my endless labors?
Were you involved with the war against Highland?
I abandoned everything. The war, my country, even my people. At that point, I was beyond all caring. I fled into the forest to meet my death, but these folks rescued me. The good and gentle people of Gododin asked nothing of me, content merely to treat me as if I were one of their own family.
And so naturally he wanted to give something back to the village.
Even if it meant dealing fake elixir.
I care for neither the Empire nor the Church. Call me a coward if you like, but now I live for the sake of my family, the villagers.
Your family?
I can sympathize with him for sure, but nevertheless, we need to bring him back.
We can't get the spiritual powers without deciphering the inscription. And the Cardinal is too much to handle for the Knights alone.
But, on the other hand, without the protection and leadership of the chief, what will become of Gododin?
The same could be said for Pendrago. You see the problem?
It was him running away that caused this mess. Why should he get a free pass?
There's gotta be a way around this. Maybe he could crack the code for us and head right back here?
But you know what the Knights in the church are like right now.
You think they just let him walk away?
Chief!
Are you okay?
Wait, that's...
There's no cause for alarm. My need here is finished.
Everyone, please calm yourselves. Worry not, we are safe. The man standing before you is the real shepherd. Shepherd, there's something I dearly hope you will understand. The villagers bear none of the blame here. This was all my doing.
I just wanted to know the truth. That's all. So I'm leaving, as of now. Is that okay?
I'm not sure. But what I do know is that you seem to trust this fellow. And that's enough for me.
Rose.
Some things in the world come down to more than just black and white.
I am sure Sergei and the Knights will understand as well.
But the real issue is, how are we going to get through the Cardinal's domain?
Yeah, that. I wonder if we can crack it.
The inscription's code?
What, ourselves?
It's not that crazy, is it? It's a man-made puzzle after all. Might even be fun.
That may be, but we better at least ask this guy for a hint or two.
Shepherd, if you don't mind, please follow me.
There should be a vista point nearby. It looks like something was dug up here.
This red stone, maybe?
Vermilion ore, you mean?
Come again?
It's a rare type of mineral. It's a crystallization of nutrients in the earth, often used as medicine. But
I've read about this stuff. Some of its elements are highly toxic, so it can be tricky to handle.
Right! This is what they're using to make the fake elixir.
Saray, look around you.
What is this?
The shepherd is granted 4 powers: earth, water, fire, and wind. They are the blade that shall cleave the Lord of Calamity. Scattered across this land are the shrines of trials. They too are of earth, water, fire, and wind. Tests they are of power and spirit. The power is brought forth in the spirit, and the spirit captures the power. With balance may malevolence be purified. With imbalance does the body smolder and burn. Test thyself, shepherd, and brandish thy might. Rise to the challenge, and stake thy will on the outcome.
The sacred inscription!
He had it memorized?
Not bad, even if it's still gibberish.
What he means is...
We can obtain 4 different powers in 4 different places, and for each one you have to pass a trial, I think.
what he said.
Got it. So we just have to find those places.
Yeah, or don't tell me this is one of them.
Indeed it is, shepherd. This is Igraine, the shrine of the Trial of Fire.
May we enter? Funny time to start asking permission, I guess.
The Shrine of the Trial is rife with danger. I cannot guarantee your survival. Will you still go?
Of course, hidden powers in a secret shrine? I'm there.
Then go forth, young shepherd, and face your trial. This place exists for you.
Giant strength, huh? I hate to admit it, but Earth Seraphim sure are powerful. Edna?
Ouch! After using giant strength, my body gets all kinds of sore. Can you just try not to touch me?
Oh, sorry.
As you can see, I have a slender build, so by nature, I can't really hold anything heavier than an umbrella. I'm the most ladylike lady that ever ladied, you know.
Well, whatever. But it does make sense that using such great power has a trade-off somewhere.
Just don't tell Saray about it. I don't want him to get all worried about me.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
And just so we're clear, it doesn't mean that it's okay to touch me whenever I'm not using my powers. Got it?
Yeah, I know.
This ruin looks awfully old, doesn't it, Mikleo?
Sure does. This qualifies as a major discovery.
Oh man, I can feel my whole body burning up with excitement!
Pretty sure that's just the heat. Keep your guard up.
This wolf can breathe fire. Be careful of its side attacks.
So we can't just step around them.
Just yet.
You can't just swing your sword around and win.
What about swinging an umbrella around?
Saray, I'm ready.
I think we're gonna get burned fighting this one.
It'll turn into a ball of fire and charge.
But it sure has some guts rolling around like that.
Blitz circle! Freezing strike! Rigid move! Yeah! That's it! I need a hand! Aqua blade! Oh, holy fountain! Freezing strike! Freezing fracture! Blitz circle! Freezing strike! Howling cyclone! Freezing fracture! Multiple currents! Back off! Aqua blade! Howling cyclone! Rigid move! Aqua blade! Yeah! Aqua strike!
Soray's not the only one with the knife.
Ready, Nick Leo? Come forth!
Orb weavers are among stronger spider helmets.
Be careful of its merciless consecutive attacks.
Captain Freeze! Burn! Blitz circle! Disappear! Aqua! Back off! Smite your poof nest! Sweet! Aqua blade! Blitz circle! Aqua blade! Rigid move! Multiple currents? Not yet! May your knowledge away from you! Aqua blade! Blitz circle! You want it here! This is it, everyone!
Molten wall! Ignite, blade!
Aqua blade! Get off! Beast of water! Back off! Aqua circle!
Soray's not the only one.
You ready, Saray?
Burn! Freezing fracture! Lion Tower! Aqua blade! Howling cyclone! Rigid move! Blitz circle! Aqua blade! Not yet! Lion Tower! Aqua blade!
Right on! Loser.
Serpent of water! Dance, embers! Lion Tower! Aqua blade! Rigid move! The ruins are calling me. Don't get careless! Freezing fracture! Will be gone! Freezing strike!
Prepare yourself! Chain luminescence!
Freezing strike! Red, freezing blue! Aqua blade!
It's not often you see a seraph using a staff like a clown.
like there's something nearby.
To think there'd be such a large rock of vermilion ore.
That's not good.
What do you mean?
Vermilion ore is a mineral that can only be generated through immensely powerful fire-based seraphic arts.
So there are tough enemies ahead. I say bring it on.
Let your guard down, and you may wind up with more than a little skin burn.
Certainly. This ore is far beyond my capability to produce, even with my fire affinity.
Then what scale are we talking?
Think of an erupting volcano, and you're closer.
Wouldn't be a shrine of trials without a trial or two, I guess.
Someone's unflappable.
But I think he has the right idea. We can't back off now.
Crest.
So this is the Shrine of Musif, one of the 5 lords.
He was the first seraph to call forth flame. It is said that he appears only at the beginning and the end of the world.
Meaning we don't want to meet him.
So, now what do we do?
That slab sure looks fishy. Don't know what it is, but maybe we can take a stab at it.
Take a slab at it.
Ancient lettering.
It's not encrypted or anything. I can read it. To those of good will who would stand against evil.
Place thine hands upon the monuments in the cardinal directions, and my, Musif's purifying flames shall be bequeathed unto thee.
Whoa, dang, you're all smart and stuff.
I like ruins.
So, what does it mean?
Well, basically, if we put our hands over the 4 monuments, we'll get the power of Musif. I guess.
Well, shoot, that sounds easy enough.
Oh no!
There!
Must be his domain.
Out! Double damage!
No escape! Freezing fracture!
Sleeping dragon!
Too close!
Glimmer dragon!
Freezing fracture!
I take back what I said! This is crazy as hell!
Touch the monument, and we can break the domain! That did it! Close!
Embarrassing.
I need a hand! Too close!
Shining mirror!
Come!
This doesn't look good. Sleeping dragon!
It can't end! Here!
Glimmer dragon!
You
can't be.
fools!
Bad! Glimmer dragon!
Come!
Rose, get back!
I take back what I said! This is crazy as hell!
Touch the monument, and we can break the domain! Pull together! Rose!
Embarrassing.
Rose, get back! Dang, pull together! Rose! Dang! Together! Rose, get back!
We're back!
Guys! Yes! We broke through the domain!
And my burns healed too!
Now, we're finally evenly matched! Sweet, ready? Raise a fracture! That did it!
This is for you.
Blade! Raise a fracture! Be careful!
Chill out.
Healing power! Blade! Ready? Strike! It's over!
Someone you should die!
Lord of Water! Break on through! Here's the explode! Here's the skies! Arrow fall! It can't be purified!
I would think not. Despite appearances, this one isn't a Hellion.
Well spotted. This form you see is but a facade.
May we presume you are one of the Protector Seraphim who serves the Lord Musif?
Quite so. I am Exio, the Protector Seraph of Fire.
Were you acting as a Hellion just to test us?
I needed to verify you were worthy of receiving the blessing. Be not aggrieved.
And the result?
You passed the trial of strength. Accordingly, I shall grant you the power of Musif, deity of fire amongst the five lords. Lift up your sword.
Thank you, Exio.
These flames shall carve the binding brand.
Binding brand?
It is very simple. Choose either yourself or your fire seraph, and with these flames, char their face.
Huh?
Don't fret, you're not going to die.
That is not the problem.
You sought to undertake this trial. Are you not prepared for the consequences? Answer me, Shepherd. To whom shall you direct those flames? What shall they scorch?
I...
Saray, no!
Lila!
Please, you mustn't attempt to carry the burden entirely alone. In its enormity, it will surely wound you. And then, once more. And I cannot allow the same mistake to happen.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't myself. Fethmis Mioma!
Shepard!
We managed to overcome the trial. Now we have a chance against the malevolence of the Cardinal.
The Fortin I remember was sincere and devout, with a sense of responsibility second to none. How could she do something like this? No, perhaps I don't have the right to say such things.
Malevolence in the hearts of mankind sure is complicated.
Yeah. I do hope we find a way to bring salvation to them. Someday.
Agreed.
If anyone can do it, you can. You're there, aren't you? It's here.
Is that so?
There's more of those dogs now.
Maybe Dezel has some new friends?
Well, that's no good.
He's talking with those dogs.
From a normal person's perspective, I bet we don't look any less weird.
Don't lump me together with those mutts.
But the dogs do feel the same, in a good way.
Those dogs are so mature.
If they're mature, then so am I. Give me some credit for once.
Shepard, there you are. The Church has asked the Emperor to have the Platinum Knights subdued and disbanded. They have been accused of instating a false shepherd and plotting a rebellion.
That was quick. Do you think they already got word of events in Gadadin?
This is because I got involved.
You're no fake. They're just making up excuses to do what they want.
Go see the captain in the Knight's Tower if you want to know more.
Cardinal Fortin, we can't underestimate her for a second.
Soray, thank goodness you're safe.
Is it true the Cardinal has ordered the suppression of the Knights?
It is. I suspect this letter we received was the last straw.
I, Boris Strelka, have witnessed Cardinal Fortin engaging in an unspeakable ritual. Using vile magic in the holy shrine, the Cardinal is unleashing incessant rains upon Pendrago. The Cardinal
far-fetched.
Let's continue reading.
Cardinal Thornton is the evil behind the ongoing curse of the Empire and its people. Regrettably, I have already fallen prey to the curse of our Cardinal. I entrust the rest to my brother Sergei and my comrades.
If it's come to this, then we have no choice but to fight against the Cardinal. Soray, where's the Pope?
There's something I need to tell everyone about that, but you might not like it.
I see. So he's not coming back.
I'm sorry for deciding without you.
The Pope isn't coming back? But now what? He was our shield.
We've been betrayed!
It is we, the Knights, who shield the Empire and its people! It is we who shoved our duties onto the Pope! It is we who are to blame for the consequences! Some things we must do ourselves, rather than depend on others. I swear on my lion sword!
On my lion sword!
Wait! No ordinary humans can hope to take on the Cardinal.
You've done more than enough. I do not wish for you to bear the same painful burden that the Pope had to.
You know, Saray, even if it is for the people, this is still a political battle.
So what if it is?
Well then, how about this? We'll investigate the Cardinal's possible involvement regarding the rain from our end. In the meantime, Sergei and the others can try to convince the Emperor to believe the Knights.
So, ultimately Soray means to fight the Cardinal after all?
Our goal is just to clear up this mystery. If the Emperor sides with the Cardinal or takes a hands-off approach, either way, you guys are screwed.
If we can convince the Emperor, we should be able to capture the Cardinal.
We'll get him to see the truth, for the people and our comrades.
Boris was Sergei's brother, wasn't he?
He was investigating the Cardinal, and he put his life on the line for it.
Sergei seemed pretty calm about the whole thing.
No guards? This has got to be a trap.
Things are gonna get crazy from here on out.
You said it.
Now! You got it! Yes!
But even so,
This is some malevolence.
Do you think that it could be Maltellus who's possessing the Cardinal?
What did the cat in the bird mask say? Me, owl!
felt like the domain had been restored for a second.
Are terrible jokes also part of your oath?
I was really proud of that one.
I'm thinking it's not Maltellus.
Desert?
Why?
Are you seriously
Exio was a servant of
Didn't know
Musif,
you liked
one of the
puns.
5 lords like Maltellus.
I don't!
This
Why
domain
did
is
the
rather
cat take
strong,
off the bird
but
mask?
not leaps and bounds
looked
different
too
from
cute.
Exio's.
I knew it.
When did you start making logical arguments?
The village chief knew the whole thing by heart, didn't he? Impressive.
The shepherd is granted 4 powers: earth, water, fire, and wind. They are the blade that shall cleave the Lord of Calamity.
That's just what the village chief was saying. You memorized it?
More or less.
He's actually pretty decent at that sort of thing.
I'm sorry, Saray. You're more capable than I thought.
What did you take me for?
But what exactly are the spiritual powers of the shepherd?
All of nature is composed of 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. Each one is governed by one of the 4 eldest seraphim.
Right. Eumacia, Amanak, Musif, and Hyanua.
Correct. They maintain the balance of the entire continent of Glenwood.
When you put it that way, they sound almost like gods, though they lack a certain divine presence.
We feel much the same, actually. They're ostensibly the source of our seraphic arts, but we're basically never aware of them.
That's the nature of the 5 lords' existence. The shepherd's spiritual powers are most likely the result of a fortification of elemental affinity through the blessings of the 5 lords.
And all to battle against the Lord of Calamity.
Kind of a shame that such wondrous power has to be squandered on fighting.
That man. He was a former shepherd, wasn't he?
Yes.
I see. He seemed like a pretty laid-back fellow.
Unlike certain other shepherds.
Shut up.
Well, there's one more thing we learned.
Yeah, let's go on to the next one.
Huh?
Wait, you're not gonna ask her for more details? Wouldn't it be crazy useful to get info on your predecessor?
There's a reason why Lila never mentioned it, don't you think?
We know that much at least.
Saray. Mikleo.
But that reason just might be the key to all our problems. You better hope you don't regret it later.
They may be kids, but they're not as immature as you'd think.
What is this? A museum?
What a dreamboat.
He's awfully cute.
Ah, is this kind of guy your type?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't dislike it. It's lifelike and artistic.
Seriously, it's almost like they're alive.
Almost like they were alive is more like it.
Huh?
He looks like Sergei.
Oh no! You don't suppose this is Sergei's brother?
This statue, it's human.
A hellion that turns people to stone? For real?
I've heard such tales in particular.
Such unpleasant cacophony. Kindly refrain from disturbing my prayer.
Is this prayer of yours what's causing the rain?
Yes, quite so.
Why?
To bring the people together through fear. The people's desperation shall serve as fuel, spreading the flames of victory for the Empire. To those who would stop me, I offer eternity!
Look away! If you make eye contact, you'll be turned to stone!
Dang!
I'll break us through!
Get back!
Ah!
Fool! I can grant a seraph eternity as easily as any human.
Can you now? Looks like you should have saved a little eternity for yourself.
You monster! How did you... So that's it.
Dezel, your eyes.
You're...
Pretty handy, huh?
Enough! No more eternity for any of you. Those who dare interfere with me shall be slaughtered like lambs!
Here it comes. When it opens its eyes, give me the Armatus.
How can you fight when you can't even see?
What do you take me for? I can read everything by feeling the movement of the wind.
That's rad. Maybe I was wrong about you.
If you've got time to flatter, then watch your own ass.
Fear the storm! Who's not the left? Evil be gone! More of wind!
Wind should work. Cut through it.
Blistering down! Come forth! Kill Phantom! Ray destruction! Electric piercing! Fear the wind! Wind flip! Here goes! Fear the wind! Crimson Flame! May it burn your
This is not malevolence. I have given myself completely to my country and to my people.
What the?
I am not corrupted by any malevolence.
We can't purify her? Lila, try again!
Okay.
I have a duty to guide the people. I must see it through!
She's got too much malevolence.
We have to stop it somehow!
We can't unless the Cardinal is willing to change her way of thinking.
Not gonna happen. So, Ray, if a heart set on justice starts generating malevolence, how do you think it should be stopped?
Well...
That's what her angle is. She thinks her own personal justice and a universal sense of justice are one and the same.
We'll have to kill her.
Kill me? Oh, really? Tell me, if I were to die, who would be left to lead the country? What do the young Emperor and the Knights understand about politics? If the shepherd saves their souls, will that stop them from starving? My duties, my responsibilities, justice shall prevail! I shall be their savior! I shall be their guide!
Her spirit is shattered.
She'll never be human again.
Her malevolence was increased by animosity towards us.
Ray?
It's the only answer I can find. Sorry.
May these weary bones find peaceful rest.
Why?
I do recognize your determination, but even so, You shouldn't have to kill anyone.
But, Rose...
Remember, your job is to give life. Mine is to take it. Got that?
Rose...
Now then, let's leave the cleanup here to Sergei and the others. It's their job from here on out.
I had always thought of Rose as tough and callous, but I see now that's not quite right.
Just the opposite.
Don't let her see you frowning like that. You don't want Rose's feelings to go to waste, do you?
I don't. But I feel so bummed. Yeah, we all do.
How saddening.
Lila, is there any way to...
Well, Saray, you're troubling Lila.
I'm sorry.
No, please don't mind.
If only I was stronger.
Don't be so arrogant. Is it your right to say who lives and who dies?
Guess I shouldn't jump to conclusions.
Save your sympathy.
Yeah, Boris accomplished what he needed to do, of his own accord.
We should do our best as well.
Yeah, we'll just keep on doing whatever we can.
Once the domain completely disappeared, I could tell immediately. Mautellus isn't here after all.
Lila, classiphyla, all the species, all the phyla.
So what? It doesn't matter now.
It does matter. It was a Hellion not even as strong as the Five Lords, and still we couldn't manage to purify it. Meaning we don't stand a chance against old Kittybeard.
Heldolf, huh? We still have a ways to go before we can face him.
Glad you understand. Now you need to get it together.
The real fight is about to begin.
There are still 3 trial shrines left to go. Right. Can't afford to mope around.
So it wasn't Mautellus, and it wasn't her. But I can feel a presence nearby. She's still somewhere in Roland's. I can still feel a presence yet in Pendrago.
Hey, Dazzle, thanks for helping me out. With your help, we were able to win against Medusa.
I only did my job. That goes for both of us.
Saray, what of the Cardinal?
No more.
I see.
You?
We were able to convince the Emperor to believe us, but he wants to believe the Cardinal as well. To that end, he wanted an opportunity for both of us to have our say before him.
The Cardinal's not gonna show.
There's a chance the Knights might be labeled as assassins. Sorry.
What? There's no need for you to apologize. I'll take all the blame for it.
Saray wasn't the one who killed the Cardinal. A professional assassin showed up. They whispered thusly, "May these weary bones find peaceful rest."
But that's the calling card the Scattered Bones Assassin Guild leaves at the scene of their doings. Is this true?
It is, right?
The hell's wrong with you? Just say it.
Yeah.
I see. I shall report to my superiors about the Assassin's Guild. But to think they could carry out an assassination right under the Shepherd's nose. The Scattered Bones certainly exceed their reputation.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm quite sure they'll be pleased to hear it.
I couldn't save the Cardinal. I couldn't save anyone.
It stopped raining. How about we take a walk around town? There are people you were able to save, Saray.
And you got to see the Shrine Church, right?
There's our touchy-feeling Micleo. Touch, Leo.
Hey! God, knock it off!
How long is this funk of yours gonna last?
Rose,
Nuh-uh, no sorries and no thank yous. You and I both just did what we could. Let's both of us keep doing our very best, okay?
okay.
Okay is okay. And on that note, let's go rest up. I'm beat. You're awake.
Sorry, overslept.
The Emperor seeks to rule directly. However, the die-hard followers of the Cardinal have begun to act in very suspicious ways.
So they're looking for a war, huh?
And without their leader, there will be no one left to keep them in check. And so more will die.
Not on my watch. I promise I can stop this. Your efforts will not be in vain.
Thank you, Sister. Let's look at the end, sir.
Guess Zestiria in the sleep. He'd be alright. I doubt this is the last time something happened. True.
You coming?
Drago stew. I'd give that one about a 70.
Maven!
I heard about the church.
Word travels fast.
It must be difficult being the shepherd.
Yeah, in more than a few ways, but I'm good.
I'll make sure of it.
I see. So, did you find anything out?
Yes, Nautilus was not there.
No?
It's true. We went all the way to the back of the shrine. No dice.
The Seraph Mautellus is shrouded in mystery. Some doubt whether or not he even exists.
The Shrine Church has been able to promote faith in Mautellus all the way back to the era of Asgard. That wouldn't be possible without the blessing of an extremely powerful Seraph, don't you think?
I believe that Mautellus really did exist and was supported by the people's worship.
But then in that case, the problem is, when did he disappear?
Well, he's a crazy powerful Mega Seraph with a blessing that covers the whole continent, right? When did he vanish? Same time his blessing went poof, I assume.
You mean the beginning of the Age of Chaos?
Wait, if Mautellus' disappearance was in fact the cause of the Age of Chaos,
then if his blessing returns, that might put an end to it.
Let's search for Maltellus.
Hey, Pops, got any ideas?
Well, aside from Maltellus's shrine church, there are 4 other shrines where the power of the 5 lords is said to reside.
The trial shrines. We were gonna check those out anyway.
Huh. Excellent.
If you learn anything on your journeys, let us know.
Sounds good. I'll try to trace the old legends as well. Farewell. Stay healthy.
Thanks.
Yep.
I'll be sure to inform Agil and the rest of the guild that you are doing well, my lady.